Hi, I'm meteorologist Tony Petrarca in the Pinpoint 12 Forecast Center. You've clicked on the Weather Now link on this Tuesday evening about 9:30. This particular weather discussion is going to be a little longer only because we have so much going on roughly over the next 24 hours. So let's break this down for you. Wednesday morning looks fine. Wednesday morning commute is dry. Some wet snow moving in by the afternoon hours, roughly between 2 and 7 o'clock in the evening. However, this is going to be a short burst of snow. It's not going to last very long. It's generally 4 to 5 hours long, and then we're going to transition over to a heavy rainstorm later Wednesday evening, Wednesday night, along with increasing wind. So any accumulations of snow that we get, and they should be small, actually getting washed away. And I'll show you those accumulations in just a second. Wednesday night, heavy rain, strong wind gusts out of the south and southeast, 40, 50 miles per hour along the coastline, and then maybe some minor coastal flooding as well. Looking at Lincoln as of 9:30 this evening, it's quiet, so we're going to keep things dry overnight and right on through Wednesday morning. Threat Tracker certainly verifies that. And did I spell overnight incorrectly? Yes, I did. That's what I get for typing quickly. All right, Wednesday morning looks fine on the Threat Tracker, though, for Wednesday afternoon and evening. Wet snow initially, mid to late afternoon during the early evening, with a quick change to a widespread heavy rain, along with a strong wind gust Wednesday evening and into Wednesday night. Take a look at the satellite photo, and skies are clear to partly cloudy. It's quiet. You can clearly see our next weather system, that comma-shaped storm across the Central Plains and deep south, producing severe weather across the Gulf Coast. That moisture headed our way for Wednesday afternoon through Wednesday night. When we take this into the future, notice by Wednesday morning for the morning commute, we're dry. You see the shield of snow right up in here. That approaches by mid-afternoon on Wednesday, and that's where we'll get some small accumulations of kind of wet, slushy snow. And then the change to rain. This is around 6 o'clock in the evening. It may be still snowing in our northern suburbs, but the green represents rain, and actually the pink line is the rain-snow line. And notice that surge of rain advances to the north Wednesday evening, Wednesday night. These areas of yellow, orange, and darker green, those are heavy downpours. How much rain? Potentially 2.5 inches of rain. This is why we have a flood watch that's in effect, but up to 2 inches of rain, some localized 2.5-inch amounts. And this is why there's a flood watch for the areas in green Wednesday evening through early Thursday morning. Localized street flooding. We'll have to keep an eye on some of the smaller rivers and streams. Snowfall, and this will be late in the day Wednesday, early Wednesday evening, from roughly Warwick, Providence to the north 1 to 3. So what we're trying to convey here in this blue zone, it could be as little as 1 to as much as 3. And this will actually wash away later tomorrow night in the heavy rain. South of that, coating to 1 inch, nothing more than that, and that is going to wash away as well when we see that change over to rain. So because the change to rain it takes longer in the northwest suburbs, that's why we have a winter weather advisory here. This is the better chance of getting up to 1 to 3 inches of snow in the northwest part of the state, winter weather advisory. It is windy everywhere Wednesday night, but the strongest winds would be in the areas in light brown, a wind advisory, southerly gusts of 45 to 50 miles per hour. So with those strong onshore winds, we have a coastal flood advisory. So strong onshore winds Wednesday night, the late night Wednesday high tide, there may be some minor coastal flooding. So the window to watch here between Wednesday evening at 8 o'clock through 3 a.m. Thursday. And that includes communities up Narragansett Bay and the Sakonnet River as well. This would be minor coastal flooding, so a coastal flood advisory. So for Wednesday morning, a dry start with increasing clouds. Your morning commute looks fine. Here comes the snow by early to mid-afternoon, becoming wet and briefly heavy for a few hours during the early evening commute. It looks wet, slushy for the evening commute with poor visibility, temps in the 30s. And then we transition to an all-out widespread heavy rain and strong wind Wednesday night. Any snow that accumulates gets washed away as temperatures actually rise rather than fall throughout Wednesday night. And then the rain should be winding down early on Thursday. Also, for now, there's a gale watch for Wednesday evening. More than likely, that'll get hoisted to a gale warning. All right, that's your latest Weather Now update. Check with us during our 10 and 11 o'clock newscast tonight, and, of course, bright and early on a Wednesday morning starting on 12 News at 4:30 a.m. with meteorologist Michelle Muscatello.